A gente vai ler o capítulo todo.
Bom dia, good day, Lulu.
Hey,
How are you this morning?
I'm great
You're great. What
because
makes you great?
I'm having class with you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Good job. Thank you. Great compliment. I hope you always know what makes you great, right? Alrighty, so we are on chapter 4, and I think you asked if we're gonna do the whole chapter.
Yes.
I think it's doable. You think?
Like
Okay,
we
then go for
4
it.
page or 2 page. Today we
Yeah,
read
chapter
2.
4. You have
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages almost. Like 4.5.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is continuing with the book.
Christmas stars.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's go. Hope it was in a blue funk. The Turner Royal on December 24th. Sore? Sore for crying?
From crying.
Sore for and desperate for her mother, Hope spent her first Christmas Eve alone at Chuck's. With her first mother's goodbye note. Resting? Deep in her pocket, Hope picked at her dinner and pie.
Yeah, pie.
And answered 1,001 Merry Christmas wishes. This was your mom's favorite time of year, other woman said. Look, Hope, their husbands added. You call us if you need anything. You hear me? You need a place to come tonight? Hope politely turned them all down and sat for 3 hours before Chuck and his wife said it was time to go. Do you mind if I stay a little longer? Of course not. Chuck sent his wife home and found bu- busy work in the kitchen. He would stay as long as she needed. Just after 8, Hope thanked Turk and kissed him. Thanked Turk and kissed him on the cheek and drove home to sleep away the day's final uh, lonely hours. Rounding the hallway corner to her apartment door, her stride froze at the side of her front door, hanging. Is hanging
Hanging,
slidingly open.
So she got to her apartment and she got very scared because the door was slightly open. So maybe a stranger could be inside. That's why she's like, froze. Okay.
Oh, hello, She nudged it open another foot, yelling in the most dangerous voice she
Yelling,
could.
yelling,
Yelling?
yelling, like
Yelling.
yelling.
My husband and I are home. You're coming, and we're heavily armed. Heavily armed.
So she pretended that she had her husband with her, and we are strongly armed. So we have
Mm,
guns, and so she was trying to, yeah, protect
got it.
herself.
She pushed the door the rest of the way open and took a single step in. That's right, I said, heavily armed. She took another step in and found the mess she previously imagined could only be caused by a South Texas tornado.
So it was a disaster. Stuff everywhere. Like the apartment was
Oh,
upside down.
oh my. Hope slide,
Slid
slid, caution,
cautiously, cautiously. Hmm.
cautiously into the living room, breath, breathing,
Hmm.
breathing short, quick bursts. That sigh, meu Deus, sigh said
Hmm.
with her racing heart. She stood motionless,
Like she
moving
couldn't
only
move,
her
motionless. Mhm.
motionless, moving only her eyes and surviving the
Surveying, surveying
surveying the
the wreckage.
wreckage. The
Hmm.
wreckage. Gone were gone gone were her stereo, cheap television,
Mm,
and two crystal horses her uncle had sent just 1 year back. Doubled and broken was an inexpensive fluorescent lamp should been mean to replace for months.
replace, replace for
Replace.
month.
She examined the other rooms only after convincing herself that her intruders
Hmm.
were not lying
Hmm.
under her couch or still hiding behind the hanging blue jeans in the bedroom
Closet. Hmm.
closet. Kitchen and dresser,
Hmm.
dress
Drawers, drawers.
hung tenuously
Hmm.
under tracks.
Hmm.
Missing was a
Wrist,
restaurant
wristwatch,
restaurant.
wristwatch. Hmm.
She had she had received as a child from her mother, but never wore for fear of
Oh.
breaking it or worse,
Hmm.
losing it.
So she got the watch from her mom, but she never wore it because she was afraid of losing it or breaking it. So
And
she was
then
just saving it, and it was
um,
gone. They took it. Hmm.
also missing was $500 in emergency cash. Cash. She and her mother, cash. She and her
Cat.
mother kept
kept
hiding,
hidden
enveloped in a drawer under the plastic silverware tray.
mm-hmm.
She delighted
Dialed,
911. She
she dialed. Mm-hmm.
dialed 911,
Mm-hmm.
and why?
Within,
Within
within
10 minutes, three police officers arrived to search her apartment. Hope turned somewhere between tears and a tantrum.
tantrum, tantrum,
She knew no one would want to witness. Slipped down 2 flights of stairs and outside to catch
catch her
her,
breath.
her breath. She leaned against the brick
Mm-hmm.
building side, eyes closed. The crisp night air cooled her chest, cheek,
Her cheeks.
cheeks,
Mm-hmm.
and throat, thought,
And thought,
thought it would have been natural to cry. She didn't. Her
and
thoughts
though,
trained
sorry, and though,
the
I'm sorry, Lou. And
okay.
though it would have been natural to cry. So, it would be the normal, the natural reaction, but she didn't. Mm-hmm.
Her thoughts turned naturally to Louise. Ah, come on, mother. There are the kinds of things that happens to other people. She tried to keep warm by
So
rubbing.
these are the kind of things that happen. To, so she thought about her mom. She would be telling her, come on, those kinds of things happen to other people. You're not the only one, to make her stronger, I guess. Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, she tried to keep warm by rubbing her
Mm-hmm.
hands together and sticking them up her sleeves. Peraí, tia, rapidinho. Ah, trouxe. Me perdi. Sticking then up her sleeves to her forearm arms.
Mm-hmm. Forearms. Mm-hmm.
She counted 14 plus years that her mother had cleaned homes.
Mm-hmm.
All those houses, all those families, and not a single breaking ever. Couldn't couldn't you have left me a pinch of lucky
Luck.
luck? Hope returned when she could no longer tolerate tolerate
Tolerate. Uh-huh.
the stand chattering
They steady. Uh-huh.
of her teeth. She stumbled over a brown sack sitting
Mm-hmm.
just inside the open apartment door. She picked up and nearly,
Nearly. Mhm.
nearly dropped in on her foot. It was much even
Heavier.
heavier,
Heavier.
heavier
Heavier.
than
Mm-hmm.
mhm, than it looked.
Looked. It was much
Do olhar.
heavier than it looked. She
Uh,
thought it was very light, but it was heavy.
mm, she reached,
Reached. She reached.
reached, and then pulled
And
out a large glass jar filled with money. With money,
mhm,
money. It held
they held. Uh-huh.
silver change mostly, but three or four $20 bills also is next. Uh, through,
Through.
I got it
Mhm.
through.
Yeah.
The tightly packed coins.
Uh-huh.
She approached one of the officers. Is
One of the
this yours?
officers. Mhm.
Officers. Is this yours? No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Mhm.
It's just show it up there. We
It
figured
just showed up
is
here. Uh-huh.
we figured it was takeout or something. The officer went back to pulling prints
Mhm.
um, from the inside knob of the front door.
Mhm.
Hope asked the other two officers who were dutifully processing.
Huh? Who were
Walker was
ductfully, uh-huh,
actually processing her
processing.
very own personal crime scene. All one, all anyone could say was that it was definitely full of money. It hadn't been
Hadn't been there
a half hour before, and it
before.
and it was probably a gift. Genius, Genesis
Genuineness. Mhm.
thought. It was still early enough that she knocked on her neighbor's doors to the left and right. They knew nothing of the jar, but would happily take it if she decided she couldn't. It resent moving across the wall
How?
hall. A quiet but confident single woman also hadn't seen her
Or
ear,
heard. Or
heard,
heard. Like heard.
heard anything but told her to enjoy it. Use it to replace
To
where you have
replace.
lost, sweetie,
Lost.
lost. Somebody was
Re.
thinking of sweetie. Somebody was thinking of you. How lucky.
Mhm.
Mhm. Merry Christmas, Hope answered, thank, thank, thanking her and turning
Mhm.
back on front door. The police were finished and promised to get right on finding the perps.
Perps. Mhm.
perps. They mentioned four other break-ins in
Oh. And nearby.
nearby building
Mhm.
and encouraged her not to give up. We'll, we'll catch the sick, disgusting creeps, one said, stepping out the front door with his bag full of evidence. Merry Christmas. Hope shook the officer's hands,
Mhm. Mhm.
and her eyes followed them down the stairs. She stood an extra moment in her doorway, staring down, letting her eyes glass. Luna gritando aqui. Letting her
Glaze.
eyes glaze
Glaze.
over in imagination. She pictured a person in a lieutenant baggy, baggy,
Mm-hmm.
and a sweet
Suit.
suit,
Suit.
and
Suit.
fluffy,
Fluffy.
no, fluffy
Fluffy
bear
beard. Fluffy beard.
beard.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
He's
sliding
sledding.
down
Sledding down. Mm-hmm.
the hallway, leaving the jar and vanishing as quickly as he arrived.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't a he, a he,
It wasn't a he.
a he.
Yeah, it wasn't a Santa,
Man.
or it wasn't a
Uh,
guy.
the visitor wasn't
Stout.
stout, stout,
Stout.
with a stirred,
Dirty.
stirred and jewelry eyes. It was a woman's figure she saw, and her eyes looked just like her mother's. Oh, Hope shook her head quickly, quickly, as if to
Jostle.
jostle, jostle the
Jostle.
daydream back to its place. She stepped into her apartment and shut the door behind her. And what the police estimated was only 4 minutes. Hope's uninvited, un,
Mm-hmm. Uninvited.
uninvited holiday,
Uninvited. Sorry, uninvited. Like they
uninvited
were not invited. Uninvited. Uh-huh.
holiday guests
Mm-hmm.
had effectively turned over her entire life. She'd never felt so
Robbed. Robbed.
not of money or possessions, but of space and security. Someone she didn't know, a criminal, maybe two, had broken in and rammed, rammed
Rammed. Mm-hmm.
through
Mm-hmm.
her very private story. She
History.
took history. She took the jar and sat on the futon
Mm-hmm.
in the family room
Futon. Mm-hmm.
futon, front of where her television once sat, rotating the jar with both hands. She noticed for the first time in red and green the words Christmas jar. They were hand painted across the center of the H H tall clear glass
Eight
jar.
inch. 8 inch.
Hmm.
She's telling you the size. 8 inch
Oh,
tall.
she dumped out
Dumped out. Mm-hmm.
the contents on the reading table. Reading table.
On the reading table. Mm-hmm.
Sorted the coins by type and began
Counting.
counting.
Mm-hmm.
She twice totaled 1 5. I don't know how.
One
1 5
hundred.
154
Mm-hmm.
76 7
76. Mm-hmm.
and change in another 80 18
Mm-hmm.
in cash. Why? From hmm?
Home. Mm-hmm.
Hope knew this was just this sort
Mm-hmm.
of fabulous mystery her mother's r- rape
Rainbow.
rainbow
Rainbow. Rainbow.
Spirit had been made for. So I will solve it for
So,
us both, she thought. Her mind was already spinning theories,
mm-hmm.
and her eyes settled
Settled. Mm-hmm.
on a photo of two of them hanging on the wall across the room. And then I will write the story. Mm,
Okay, so what did we get?
mm, well, first, she thinks she lost everything,
Mm-hmm. Which she did, right? She lost a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm.
but then um, she found the jar, and now she can like not build stuff, but stay okay, like with the money.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get it if she really saw the mom internet, né? She really saw the mom.
Just in her head. Like she
Okay.
couldn't she couldn't find out who gave her the jar. So in her
Mm,
mind, she thought, oh, my mom made this happen. Her mom is gone, but it gave her comfort. So
got
we
it.
never know. Maybe as we read, this could easily be how her mom started giving or started the idea. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole idea is you get so sad Christmas time, you lose, a thief comes in, a robber, steal your stuff, and then something good happens to kind of offset. It's
Mm-hmm.
not gonna make a big difference when it comes to how much, because it was a little over $200 and they took a lot more. But the whole idea is at least something good for her to focus on. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
to me,
Yes.
the lesson, the life lesson, is how you take the good to replace the bad.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't
Yes.
matter how big, it was just something great, something good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
because it was good and her mom was always good, all the houses she ever cleaned, nothing happened to it. Her mom had a good spirit. So that was the whole lesson, too. So look,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
something good came out of the bad.
And now, sure, you write the story, right?
Huh?
She will write the story.
Now she's gonna, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Now she's gonna write the story. I mean, oh, I wanna know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, me too.
Very good. Any more questions about it? Anything you
No,
didn't
I
understand?
think I
No?
did. Mm-hmm.
Very good. So get those two words, thought, through, try to write it down, what they mean, and so when it comes, you'll make
What
more
they
sense.
mean, I know, but
Okay.
I like get confused
Yes.
because
Yeah.
they are kind of the same.
Yes, they look very much alike.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
They look, but
very good.
I
Yeah. Mhm. Very good. Alrighty then. Good job. Just getting better every time.
thank you.
Do you like how much better it's getting when you
Like
read?
my read, yes, but I know I like um not make mistakes sometimes,
You're
but
making some
mm,
mistakes. Mhm.
mm,
So maybe when you, oh, it's on the phone, right?
mhm,
What I can do is I can mark my book when you get stuck on the word, and
mhm,
then I'll send you the copy showing what I marked,
mhm. I
also
see.
with the
I
next one.
always see your marks.
Yeah, this was when we read last time. I marked some words for you, so I can
Mm,
do that from now on.
okay, good.
I'm good? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That helps.
Sounds good.
All right. Good point. All right, Lulu,
Okay,
you have a fabulous day
thank you. You too.
and good weekend. I love you.
I love
Bye.
you.